help you, sir? We're asking people some...
Absolutely.
Yes, I think we definitely need improvement in mass transit in Kansas City.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you in favor of improving mass transit?
Most definitely. I think it would improve employment.
100% in favor.
Are you in favor of improving mass transit in Kansas City?
Hell yes.
I'd like to see ATA improve first.
I think mass transit should run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Later routes.
I'd like to see the Metro have more frequency.
Probably more routes, or at least, if not more routes, more times on routes.
If possible, on every hour transportation, because in my place we have we have already a bus transportation there, but it's every 2 hours that if it's either I'm going to be late on my job or I'm too early.
So what I would like to see happen is at least a tram system going from like this side of town all the way to like Waldo, Brookside, and smaller tram systems within.
I would love to see a system kind of like what Toronto has. They have streetcars, they have light rail, buses that are efficient.
Something similar to the Chicago L or St. Louis has a system that I really think is nice.
On time.
More bus stops, more like say in Johnson County, they don't have enough stops over there. So if people want to work over there, it's hard.
I live in Kansas. I would like to see different times the buses go back and forth.
We live on the Kansas side, so in our neighborhood there's only one bus. It doesn't run on Saturdays or Sundays or holidays. It stops at 6 on Saturdays. We come downtown and then we can go from here wherever we want to go.
You know, Kansas over there, Missouri, it's so spread out that I would think they would need something that would connect the city more.
Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas, both are doing real well. Johnson County, no go. Sir, there's my bus. I got to jump on it.
Everywhere, really. There are so many places that you can get to in Midtown, but you can't get to Lee Summit or Belton or, some of the faraway places.
Okay.
Well, the way the city is today, we really need to be able to get to many places.
Basically anywhere where there's an opportunity for family events, work, sightseeing, so just about anywhere.
The plaza, downtown, the market, city market.
Maybe even far east as Independence to as far west as the Legends.
Well, live south of the plaza. My family's in Lee Summit. I work out in Blue Springs, so I'm kind of everywhere. So if there was any kind of mass transit, I would be likely to take it.
I would like for it to go from Crown Center downtown area specifically to Johnson County, 95th, Knoll, Metcalf, that type area.
The airport to downtown would be most convenient for me. And when we're traveling, when we just want to go out of town, which we do a lot, and even for our work we travel. So if we can get to the airport and back cheap and easy, not have to pay the overnight, not have to worry about parking, not have to worry about gas, that would be the best.
I live in Johnson County and work downtown, so Lee Summit is its own, downtown Kansas City is its own, Johnson County is its own. It needs to loop the three together.
Have you ever voted for a light rail tax?
Every single time.
Would you be likely to do so again?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Have you ever voted for a light rail tax
Yes.
in the past? Are you likely to do so?
Yes.
Have you supported a light rail tax in the past?
I have.
And are you likely to do so in the future?
No question about it.
Have you supported the light rail tax?
Oh, heavens, yes,
Are you likely to do so in the future?
absolutely.
It's nice to see if it ever comes around. I'd like to see it in my lifetime.
Yes, I would. I think it would be very beneficial for Kansas City.
No, and the reason for that is not that I'm opposed to light rail taxes, but I feel like, in Kansas City, that they could do more with their taxes as far as our school system goes.
We're not ready for it. We're too hillbilly.
Okay.
Our city is not going to go rail. I just can't see it.
Until we get the population here and get a little gridlock going on the freeways, I don't think the mass transit's going to work. I like to get in my car and go where I want to go, and I can get there right now in Kansas City.
love public transportation in other cities. It just makes the city seem more alive. It gives you more options.
Seattle, DC, Chicago.
Chicago, St. Louis, New York City.
Chicago, San Francisco, Kaneohe, Hawaii.
Chicago, Boston, New York, Seattle, Houston, Las Vegas. Yes. Both when I was a walking person and in my scooter.
Have you used mass transit in other cities?
Yes, I love it in Chicago. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread in Chicago.
Okay, all right. Have you used the mass transit system in Kansas City?
No.
Yeah, I've taken the bus a few times, sometimes just for fun, sometimes when I have a car broke down.
Yes, I do. Been doing it since I was about 10 years old, and I'm 47 years old now.
I have. I live in Lee Summit. I used to work downtown. I rode the metro for 5 years.
All the time, yeah, that's my means of transportation.
I love public transportation though, so it's like my favorite thing.
I grew up riding the streetcar and the bus system, and I loved it. And it was kind of like a small family, because if you rode the same bus lines all the time, it's kind of cool.
I know that I can come and I can catch the 106 or the 101 down here, walk about a half a block. They have the Johnson County Max. Hop on the Johnson County Max, will it take me to Leawood? I get to Leawood, there's a bus that'll take me from there to Olathe. Then that bus right there is another shuttle which will take me to the Great Plains Mall, which is only a half a mile away from where I work at. So altogether, I've spent 45 minutes to an hour on the bus, but it's okay.
And have you used mass transit in Kansas City?
No.
No, I tried it a couple of times, but it's not in favor of me.
Not here, no, it's not. We live too far out for it to come to us right now. So
Where do you live?
In South Olathe.
Monday, I have plans. It'll be my first trip on the bus on the Joe. I'm excited, kind of nervous. Hope I get here on time.
Would you be more likely to use mass transit for work or for leisure?
Work as well as leisure. I don't want to use my car most of the time.
Both. If it's available, I would use it for both.
Both.
I would use it for both. I think it's great to have that option.
Both. I think they're both an option. With fossil fuel the way it is and depleting, I think mass transit is the way the whole world's going to have to head.
More likely for work, but we do use it for leisure as well. We're going to a concert tonight at the Sprint Center, and we're taking the Max down there.
Leisure, if it goes to the stadiums, such as the Chiefs Stadium or where the Royals play. But, if it's convenient for work, absolutely. But it's about convenience.
If it was convenient for me, I don't want to walk 6 blocks to catch a bus.
I'm like many Americans, a love affair with the car.
I have a car.
You have a car.
I have a car, I just drive. I don't have to sit by nobody.
I'm not aware of any.
No, I'm not.
Well, I know there's been an on-again, off-again attempt to get light rail in this city, and it shocks me that we still don't have it.
And are you aware of any current plans for public transportation improvements in Kansas City?
No.
No, not really.
No? Not really.
We need to get more information out there for people.
The Metro, they are actually bringing the Max out to Troost, and I think that's going to be faster and better.
I know they keep talking about some light rail system, but I haven't heard that it's going anywhere.
I heard they're just now expanding the Max line to Troost, which I think is a good line.
Are you aware of any current plans for mass transit improvements in Kansas City?
Yes, they're getting some Max buses for Troost now. Hopefully they have some for Prospect, which that's a great help for Max,
I've heard a lot about the light rail.
Light rail's been an issue forever.
Is there anything else you want to?
Just get it done.